Welcome. Welcome. Woo! Welcome to LadyRo Queendom. Gather round, tell a friend. Everybody sing. Welcome to LadyRo Queendom, where we nurture, cultivate, and awaken your inner queen. Clap your hands, stomp your feet. Welcome to LadyRo Queendom.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon and welcome to oh Lord. Welcome to the Queendom. And I am LadyRo. I am so glad to have you come and sit down here with me so we could just chalk it up for a moment. Child. Hey, all in unity. After yesterday's video, I see some of y'all was in y'all's feelings. Oh my goodness. And y'all got in there real deep, like super deep. So deep that it was scary. Hey, living for me. Child, yes. Please hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Child. Y'all was really into it. Y'all was really in your feelings. So because you were so deep into your feelings, I made a little commercial for you. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
Do you find yourself becoming irritated every time someone mentions melody? Do you spend hours in comment sections explaining why you don't care, while caring an awful lot? Have your friends and family suggested you take a break from reality TV? You may be experiencing melody derangement syndrome, or MDS. Now there's a place to help ease the symptoms. Introducing LadyRo's Queendom. LadyRo's Queendom may help reduce excessive comment scrolling, uncontrollable eye rolling, chronic receipt denial, keyboard overexertion, sudden urges to argue with strangers online. With regular viewing, many participants reported enjoying balanced discussions, plenty of laughs, and a healthy appreciation for hearing both sides. LadyRo's Queendom is a parody and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition. Side effects may include laughing unexpectedly, changing your opinion after seeing the receipts, binge watching live streams, subscribing, turning on notifications, and telling your friends, "Girl, you need to watch this." If symptoms of arguing in comment sections persist for more than 4 hours, it may be time to log off, touch some grass, and join LadyRo Live instead. Ask your nearest YouTube app if LadyRo's Queendom is right for you. LadyRo's Queendom, where we nurture, cultivate, and awaken your inner queen, one receipt at a time.
So what did you think about that? Shout out to the Opinion Nation for giving us the word and the phrase that is melody deranged syndrome. Because, baby, I thought maybe it had died out a little bit, but y'all still in the middle of the MDS. Yeah, like PMS, y'all got MDS. But I'm going to share with you some of those sweet sentiments that was given to me last night. I just felt like, why not share it with the world? You felt so bravely empowered to come down here and be disrespectful. So let's be disrespectful for everyone. Let's make yourself known. Let's be famous today. Let's get on the big screen. All right. Symmetry speaking. Most of y'all speak. Yes, the Opinion Nation, baby. She coined the phrase melody derangement syndrome. And baby, when I tell you they got it, they got it. They got it. They got it. Anyway, please comment, like, share, and subscribe. See, I can't even get it off the stage. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I talk about more than melody. Trust me. I only read the court documents yesterday because it seemed to be the hot topic of the hour. So I decided to just come down here and read it. I knew it was going to cause some mess and some drama. That's why I have mods who are constantly moderating that chat, and they're making sure that you don't, that people aren't getting out of line. But this one yesterday, I think she did this one this morning. The innocent instigator. She said 835 views, and the rest of the videos say 200. I only have 730 subscribers, girl. So I thought I was doing pretty good. But thank you for coming over to watch and remind me about how many views I had. Because believe it or not, I have a real job. This is YouTube, and I just come down here and just talk. I like to talk. I like to create things. So I just come down here and play on the YouTube. I give out information that I find useful, and hopefully people that like it subscribe and they listen to it, right? But I knew that when I put Melody's picture inside of the thumbnail that people were going to come and they were going to start fussing and fighting and arguing and doing what they do, because that's just what they do. It's this person said, y'all some hating ass women who need to seek help. This ain't a good look. Boost your page on some other shit. Y'all digging up people's court docs for views and get run a page without speaking on mail. I don't know what that means, but child, we don't have any punctuation or commas in here, as you can see. Run a page without speaking on mail. Get some better content, then maybe I'll come back and listen to this whack page. Toodles boo. Yeah, you need a bunch of punctuations. You need some commas, some semicolons, and some periods. You missed all of them. But somehow or another, I was able to manage to make it through your paragraph, although it doesn't make any sense to me at all. But Innocent Instigator comes to my page every single time I mention mail, which isn't very often, but every single time I mention mail, she comes over and leaves me a sweet comment. Every single time. Instant Instigator does that. The issue is, to me, is that Instant Instigator be on everybody else's page, helping people talk about Letitia Scott, helping them talk about Destiny Payton, helping them talk about Kimmy Scott, helping them discuss who was on the show? Latricia, helping them discuss Nail and sure Tiffany Stormy. But when it comes down to Melody, there's an issue. There is an issue, right? I will tell you this. You said spell check. Damn, right. Spell check, woman, because baby, you missed. When I say, look at this, Perry. I mean, all the periods, all the commas, all the capital I's, all of it's missing. All of it's missing. Child, I don't know. You're definitely not innocent. And she had one person to like it, which was probably her. Most people with MDS tend to like their own comments. But we're gonna move right along. Yesterday, we did discuss the court documents where Martell has petitioned the court to take mail back to court for whatever reason. He did petition the court. And believe it or not, when you are in the middle of a custody dispute or a child support dispute, the best way to handle it is the courtroom. That is the best way to handle it. That is the most mature way to handle it. Whether we don't like going back through the court system, whether we feel bad for whom or whoever, that's the most mature way to handle it when two people cannot co-parent cohesively. So he filed a petition. The petition was asking for a few things. On yesterday, I was given the exhibits to said petition, right? So the exhibits were other parts of, other parts of previous court documents, right? Other parts of that. So in those other parts of the documentation, we have where Mel was required to do certain things. Thank you, Butterfly. Where Mel was required to do certain things, Martell was required to do certain things as well. And then on yesterday, there were several people. There wasn't just one person in the chat who kept saying that Mel was paying for private school, and that she was doing it all on her own. Martell wasn't helping, and blah blah blah. And Michelle, we call her Missy Michelle, but baby Michelle stay in the clutch, and Michelle know what she be talking about. Michelle said that no, the children did not go to private school because one of them had on a t-shirt, and that t-shirt was from a public school. So me, myself, being the nosy girl that I am, went to find said child with t-shirt, and I found it. Wasn't hard to find. It was on public social media. And I Googled the name of the school, and that school indeed is a part of the Huntsville public school system. I know we want to believe that people are doing these elaborate things in life, but sometimes people just live a soft, gentle life, and that's okay. You don't have to put your kids in private school. That's not a mandate of the country. It's not a mandate of parenthood. It's not a mandate of the United States. It is something that we do for our children when we want our children to be at a certain standard or to exceed in life. Or we want something better for them, right? Everybody is not a product of private school, and everybody don't have to. Hey, Michelle, I was just talking about you, girl. Michelle, let me rewind. Okay, Michelle, on yesterday, you put in the comment section after so many people kept saying that Melanie was paying for her children to go to private school out of her pocket. Martell wasn't helping. You put in the comment section that the children were not in private school, that you saw a picture of the children with a shirt on that was indeed a public school. And I was reading the documents, and the documents, it said that Martell had he had decision making privileges for education, but that Mel, they had to use Melody's address or the mother's address. So I was saying the reason why the mother's address was important, because that was the school district that the children have to be in. Because we do know that when you're a part of the public school system, you must attend the school that is in your district. In the state that I live in, the children are required to attend the school in their school district, but they can get written permission to cross over to another district with the district that you actually are a part of, if they give you written permission. So that was what the foundation that we laid out on yesterday. But we had several people in the comment section saying, oh no, they go to private school, Mel's paying for it all by herself, Martell does not pay for it, yada yada yada. Well, in the exhibits, it points out what Mel has to pay for and what Martell has to pay for. That's just it. I'm not going to put all that out here because I'm not going to dox anybody, right? If you want to know the information, you can go look for it for yourself. I do have screenshots of the receipts just in case y'all ever decide to say that it's not true. But I will tell you, there's a picture of one of the children on a school bus, and there's in the caption, going on field trip with the school. She has on the school t-shirt. Google the name of the school. It's a part of the Huntsville public school system. That part, that's simple. Michelle gave us that information. I went and found it, and Michelle was right. She was right. But again, like I said, y'all tend to, as you see, as this title says, your fave is not off limits, because no one is off limits. Y'all talk about Kimmy, y'all talk about Latricia, Nell, Stormy, Tiffany, you name it. If they've been on that show, y'all have talked about them. So your fave is not off limits. So don't come over here in my comment section being nasty and disrespectful. It's not going to fly. I'm going to give you a little nice, nasty response, and then I'm going to put you on blast like I did this one, the innocent instigator, who is always posting something very negative. Her and that Nikita Polister, or whatever her last name is. These are the two people who constantly come to my page and post really ugly comments in the comment section. Innocent, you won't be able to. You can post whatever you want to. I've hidden you from the channel, so no one will see it. I won't even see it. So you could type away, girl. You can use no commas. You can use no periods, no semicolons, no, nothing, because no one will see it. I've hidden you from the channel. Good luck with your life, child, because I do not need you to be a part of my page, my channel, or my team. Again, this is not my only source of anything. I like coming on YouTube. Actually, I've been on YouTube since I think 2011. I actually being a content creator. Last year I started at Essence Festival. So I've actually done this a year. And I think for a year I've done pretty well to have met that 500 sub goal. And now I'm on my way to that 1,000 sub goal. I'm not in any hurry, because nothing is going to be taken away from me if I have more or less subscribers. It's not, because I actually have a job. I work for a living. I don't sit on my butt all day and go through and type on the internet. That's not what I do. That's not what I do. As you see, I come here when I can. I make content when I can. But after I got a chance to look at more information, I found out again that the children belong to public. They go to a public school, as Michelle said. Michelle told us on yesterday. They don't go to a private school. You guys, if she told you that in one of her mini sessions on Instagram, or her private comment sections, or her Zoom meetings that you guys pay for, it was a lie. Those children go to public school. They do. They do. And I'm sorry to break that to you, but they do. And there's nothing wrong with public school. My children went to private school up until 6th grade, and then they went over to public school. It is perfectly okay. It is perfectly okay to go to public school. I myself am the product of a private school that was where my parents chose to put me. You do with your kids what you want to be done with them, right? It's not up to any of us of what to do. Secondly, there was a lot of people in the comments section. Well, not to say a lot of people, a couple of people. What about that $17,000 or $7,000, right? I found a little video. Want to go over it? I might play it a couple of times. Went over on the TikTok and found it. Hey Terry, you got to be kidding me. Thanks for joining. But I went over to the TikTok and found this video, and I want us to listen to it. Again, like I said, I may play it a couple of times. I may stop it, because I want y'all to really get the context of what this is saying. I really want y'all to hear it, and I want y'all to hear it clearly. I want you to understand a couple of things about marriage. I know a lot of you guys may be single, may have not been married, are married, never been through a divorce. But when you are married, what's yours is his, what's his is yours. Marriage in most states is considered community property, right? I'm married. If my husband and I were to separate today, everything in this home belonged to both of us. Everything that we own belong. If I call the police and say he out there driving my car, you know what the police gonna say? That's his car too, ma'am. Y'all are married. Get my drift. Butterfly says she didn't tell them that. They just made it up. And you're probably right. You're probably right. I think they talk about things and then they make up some more. They get in their head, oh, and he's not helping her pay for anything. That's not true. In one of the exhibits, it talks about she hadn't paid. They have to pay a certain amount to the guardian ad litem. Martell had paid more than she had paid. But we want to go with this narrative, in Butterfly's word, this narrative that she's rich. And I'm not saying she's not rich. What I'm saying is she been lying to y'all. If y'all are believing these, if she's told y'all these things, it's been a lie. All right. Michelle said, yeah, I was stupid after getting into a debate about that before. That's how I knew. Also, I am a product of a private school where there were no boundaries. DA. I don't know what that means, Michelle, but I probably mean like you don't have to have an address, right? My address does not when you go to private school, your address does not determine the school that you go to. And that's what I kept trying to get convey to you guys when I was reading the information from the court documents yesterday. Your address when you go to a private school does not determine what private school you go to. Your address is only comes into play when it determines what public school district you belong to. Michelle said that's the very picture I was referring to. Exactly. Good afternoon, Millie Love James. So anyway, I just wanted to debunk those things because it just simply wasn't true. Michelle came out here with what she knew. Even though even after Michelle said that, the argument continued that it wasn't true. Michelle said it is true. I looked it up. It is true. And they continue to argue with her. And I just don't understand why they were arguing with her. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because if someone tells you that's not true and you continue to argue with them based on something that you know nothing of. There was another one that I wanted to share, but I'm going to have to pull it up. Another comment. In fact, let me get it going. Let me find it. From yesterday. Give me 1 second. I almost let it slip my mind. I'm glad I didn't. Let me get that off of there. And we're going to go to it. Is this it? Yeah, here it is. Let's pull it up. Let me pull it into and share my screen. So this is from the video yesterday. Laura C. Jones, 4807, says Martell has filed more court filings than her, but the most important factors are keeping those children safe without emotional harm. I totally agree with that. I don't agree with him filing more because I believe they're probably even on the filing because what they're doing is reopening up cases, right? So every time they reopen up a case, it's just a petition for X, Y, and Z. Those kids have said most recently that he has called them MFs and pushed them into the wall. Most recently, he had the police follow and told the kids to get out of the car, and the two oldest did not go. I don't understand what that means, but maybe she can explain it more after she hears me talk about it. Martell hasn't brought those children a birthday or Christmas gift since the divorce. Martell ain't paid nothing and receipts have been shown. Not according to court documents. That ninja is doing what he does, and that's lie. What is the clown doing to show his children's business sense? Today, a trust has to be formed for the minor children. It mentions a child doesn't have 15 violations at school. He had one fight at school because he was being bullied. Now, how do y'all know all this information? Where are y'all getting this information from? Who's telling y'all this stuff? Who's telling y'all this stuff? Hey, Ginger. I want to know where y'all are getting this. I really do want to know, how do you know that he doesn't have 15 violations when the father who has education decision making says he does, and you come out here, a stranger on the internet, and says he does not? Who are you? And what do you have to do with this family? Are you a cousin? Are you kin? Do you go along with the father? You got decision making with him? Tell us who you are, because I just don't get it. I don't get how y'all know more than the people that are actually involved. Let me tell you something. When you go to court, you do a sworn deposition. I actually posted on yesterday a court doc where it actually said that both parents the courts found them both disingenuous. I don't did y'all remember me saying that on yesterday? They found both parents. Let me post it again because maybe y'all didn't see it. It says right here that during the current trial, the court has found that testimony of both parents to be less than genuine. That is simply saying both of these ninjas is up here lying. I don't believe neither one of them. And the judge went on to say that each party can only recall testimony in their favor, but are evasive in other respects. So you just elude what happened outside of what happened to you. You just want to talk about what happened. This is me, this is me, this is me. But what happened on her end, we just want to ignore it. We got to bring the whole picture. That is what the judge was saying. But apparently, these people know more than anybody else. But we're going to look at this little video that I pulled off the TikTok. Let me see what y'all talk about. Live for me, I know, because where are all these people coming from? Like, why are you here? That part. If you are, let me tell you something. Where's my cup of water? Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook have all incorporated this feature. It's called scroll, right? If you're on your phone, you just take your finger. Even my 1-year-old grandson knows how to take his finger and scroll up the phone. They created a thing called scroll. You don't have to come over here. You intentionally look for anything, I believe, that has Melanie's name on it, and then you're gravitated to it. And then you begin to just start barking at people and creating narratives that only you know about. That part. You said that part. Where is this coming from? Exactly, Butterfly. That's my part. Y'all know more than anybody else involved in the show, in the family, at the school. He doesn't have 15 infractions, and he hasn't had 15 disciplinary problems. He's only had one. But the dad put in a court document, hey, this boy's had 15 school disciplinary problems. But you came over here, all the way over here to Lady Ro's channel, to tell me that he only had one and that Martell is lying. I tend to believe what the court document says versus what you says. And then here's the next thing. When the judge sees it and the judge goes through it, we'll actually find out because the guardian ad litem will know. And that is something that they do have. I'm sorry, is a guardian ad litem. Mine can give you a tutorial at 9. Y'all know which one that is, baby. Every child that have a tablet can tell you how to scroll. Hey, Queen Barb, you are so pretty. That picture is so pretty. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome Queen Barb here. We haven't seen her in a couple of videos. I'm glad you're back. So anyway, I saw this video, and I want again. I discussed when you're married, things are community property. It's not just yours, not just mine, it's ours. It belongs to me and my husband, right? This doorknob right here that I'm looking at, it belongs to me and my husband. He can't take that doorknob without me saying, hey, you can have it, right? But let's go.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
It's split 50-50 like it's supposed.
Y'all heard that? Call them and get my money moved back over to the account. He said, no, it's our money. There's no way Martell was able to get any money out of the account without his name being on said account. But let's keep going.
Supposed to be.
We just split the $150,000 50.
But she done took out $150,000. But she fussing over this $17,000 that Martell went out and got. But y'all, the people that are stuck over here, the mellow nuts, is Butterfly's words, the flying monkeys, believe that somehow or another that this was only her money, that it didn't belong to the both of them. It was only her money. We've heard Martell say that he worked really hard. He bust his ass working he had a lawnmower service is what he told us. And he busted his ass to get Mel off of that, out of the school district, because she was tired of teaching school. Right? So he busted his ass, got her out of the classroom, got her home. They started building a life, an empire together. When I'm the one out here doing the physical labor, you're the brains, you're doing the books, you're keeping the paperwork, you make sure the finances are put together. That money collectively belongs to what? The community property, husband and wife. Let's go.
50? What? Why are you messing my shit up? Don't do Mel, stop, Mel. Mel, don't do this shit.
This wasn't on the show. This is the video that Martell actually, I guess, gave out to someone, and they put it out here in the publications. This is violence. If you remember, I showed y'all yesterday that the Scorpios, one of their weaknesses is violence. Millie Love James says, I'm curious about that TikTok shop. TikTok shocked. Me too. I really want to know what happened to it, but child, it makes me know. Never mind. My nosiness wants to know. But remember yesterday I showed y'all that one of the weaknesses of a Scorpio, where's my page at, child? Because I have to remind myself what my own weaknesses are sometimes. A Scorpio's weaknesses are distrusting, jealous, secretive, and violent. I showed y'all that yesterday. I don't know if y'all wasn't listening, but I showed that to you. Let's go back to
Don't.
Quit acting
Don't.
innocent.
No, I'm saying don't
Quit
do
acting
that.
like you have not pushed
No.
me.
No, do not.
quit acting like you have not pushed me to come in here, put this lighter fluid around your house. I'm about to blow your house up. Quit acting like you ain't never did that. Because you don't win and took this 17,000, but I took out 100 and some thousand. But you took out this 70 some thousand, and that's seven. I'm not 70. I'm sorry. Let me back it up. 17,000. That's where I draw the line. You should have split that in half. You owed me half of that 17,000, buddy. I didn't owe you half of that 100 and some thousand, but you owe me half of this. Let's keep listening.
You go ruin the furniture.
And I can go.
So you believe people, I'm sorry, Ginger said, I believe the children only need BB and not Martell. I'm sorry, they believe the children only need BB and not Martell. We know who BB is, the basement person. To be honest with you, they do believe that. And children need both the parents. If they didn't need both parents, God wouldn't have made you the egg and the sperm have to meet up to create them. There's a reason why it takes two people to create children. There is a reason. There's a lot of times the man is the tough one, the woman's the soft one, and that's how God created. That's how He created us to be, period. I told you about growing up in my household about how my parents never went against each other when it came down to raising us. Again, I would ask mama, can I go out? What your daddy say? Daddy, can I go out? What your mama say? And I would go on a rat race. And by the fourth or fifth time of going back and forth, I would say, forget it. I don't want to go out. I'm going to go to bed. They would win. That's what we wanted you to do, was go to bed, because we don't want you going out here. We don't want to worry about you. He said let me move this so we can see. There was an attorney on T's chat who debunked the lie that he owes her any money from a legal point of view. Exactly. He don't owe her one dime. But I'm gonna go back to this. Let's go back.
You ruin the furniture. No, do not put that on.
She knew that legally she didn't have any ground to stand on to make him give her back that money. That's the reason why she's screaming, call, because she wanted half of the $17,000. Let's go back to the front when it actually starts, when this video actually comes on. Look.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
And split it.
It's our money. She said, well, split it 50-50. So where do y'all get out that he owes her $17,000? Somebody do some math around here. Because last time I checked, half of $17,000 is not $17,000. It's not. The last time I checked, and I was pretty good at math in school and pharmacology. But let's go back. I'm gonna play it one more again from the beginning, so y'all can hear it again.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
And split it 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We didn't split the $150,000.
We split the $150,000 50-50. I didn't get my $75,000. But you want this $17,000 all to yourself, and I ain't supposed to have shit. I ain't supposed to have nothing. Then y'all whine and cry when the kids was over there. She was having a feeder. Martell broke. Martell this. Martell didn't have a stable place to live. You know what? If I didn't have to take care of nobody but me, and I had filed bankruptcy, you know what I would do? I would go stay with my mama too, since the marital home had to be sold and all my money was tied up in litigation. I would stay with my mama until I could get on my feet. I would drive my old Tahoe just like he did. Then his whole goal was to get back into building. We know that that's where Martell thrives, in building. I showed y'all that his builder's license is active, and Martell is out here doing what he needs to do when it comes down to, but people still out here making videos saying that Martell Holt is broke. They still out here saying Martell is broke. Holt Homes LLC, Martell LeVart LeVar Holt is the designated qualifying representative in the county of Madison. It gives us license number. Home builder's license is active. It expires December 31st of 2026. But people tend to only want to believe what they want to believe. Hey, that's me, AD. You got to be insane to sit at home and believe only one side of a story. Everybody ain't lying. One or two people may lie. My mom used to tell me this all the time. One or two people may lie on you, but everybody ain't lying on you, baby. Everybody ain't lying on you. Delusional and weird is the truth, Millie Love James. You said the worst part is hearing them say and reinforcing the horrible narrative that he doesn't care about his children. These are the same people who are concerned about what the kids see in the media. Child, they ain't concerned. They not concerned. Because remember, they okay with grandma posting whatever she wants to without clearing it with both parents. When in all actualities, the actual court documents and the exhibits say that she must do that. Says she, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the complaint. One more time.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's on.
I'm gonna play this till y'all get it through y'all thick skull. They say sometimes repetitive actions it causes you to believe. So maybe if I play this a couple of more times, y'all will start believing that this just was not the truth. Him owing her money, $17,000 was simply not the truth. Again, let's play.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
One more thing, they were still married when this video was made.
No, it's on money.
It's split 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We just split the $150,000 50-50. What?
Having a temper tantrum, being violent. I'm gonna blow your house up because you ain't doing what I want you to do. But we want to believe that he's the violent one, right? I'm done with this. I'm done with this subject. I'm done. I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe it's not for me to understand why weirdos believe that this is simply the truth when all of the evidence in front of you tells you that it's not. But I'm gonna play this. Some of y'all wasn't here at the beginning, so let me play my commercial for y'all. Shout out to the Opinion Nation for penning and coining the term melody deranged syndrome.
Do you find yourself becoming irritated every time someone mentions melody? Do you spend hours in comment sections explaining why you don't care while caring an awful lot? Have your friends and family suggested you take a break from reality TV? You may be experiencing melody derangement syndrome, or MDS. Now there's a place to help ease the symptoms. Introducing LadyRo Queendom. LadyRo Queendom may help reduce excessive comment scrolling, uncontrollable eye rolling, chronic receipt denial, keyboard overexertion, sudden urges to argue with strangers online. With regular viewing, many participants reported enjoying balanced discussions, plenty of laughs, and a healthy appreciation for hearing both sides. LadyRo Queendom is a parody and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition. Side effects may include laughing unexpectedly, changing your opinion after seeing the receipts, binge watching live streams, subscribing, turning on notifications, and telling your friends, "Girl, you need to watch this." If symptoms of arguing in comment sections persist for more than 4 hours, it may be time to log off, touch some grass, and join LadyRo Live instead. Ask your nearest YouTube app if LadyRo Queendom is right for you. LadyRo Queendom, where we nurture, cultivate, and awaken your inner queen, one receipt at a time.
Now I have brought you the receipts. Do with it what you may. But I'm telling you right now, Martell don't owe Mel $17,000. In fact, he don't owe her anything. Their divorce decree has settled everything that was meant to be paid out. And I'm telling you what I know for a fact. When you go through a divorce, when that judge signs that final decree, Guess what it does? It zeroes you both out. You're zeroed out. I'm zeroed out. Congratulations on being monetized, growing and glowing. Thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that. It zeroes it out. They are when they got their divorce decree, no, I don't owe you nothing and you don't owe me anything. And I guarantee you, should I say this? Should I not? Let me go ahead. That's right. That's me, AD. They keep bringing it up. But I have showed you in receipts where she didn't even want the 17. She said, you're supposed to give me half. Where's my half? Put it back in the bank. And you know why he was able to get it out the bank? He was able to get it out the bank because his name was on the bank. We got the same bank account. Go figure. We're going through a divorce. You can't go in the account. I can't go in the account. We got to go in the account. I mean, we can go in the account, but guess what? Both of us, either one of us can go into the account. So that money belongs to both of us until we're divorced. Once you're divorced, you zero everything out. That's how that works. I've been divorced. I know exactly how that works. Thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Child, these folks done got on my nerves. They done got, and it's comical because I cannot believe you could be so enamored and obsessed with someone that you will believe everything they said, even when you see it in black and white, when a judge has told you that's simply not true. This is simply not true. You still believe it. That says more about you than it does about anybody else. It does. And believe it or not, we're going to talk about Mel. We're going to talk about Melanie Holt, Rogers, Melanie Cherie, Dr. Melanie Cherie, all the names that she was. We're going to talk about her. We are. Just like we talk about Letitia during this seasons of this past season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, I went really heavy on Letitia. Anybody that watched me know I did. I went really hard on Letitia. I gave Destiny a lot of passes because I felt like Destiny showed up in a way that no one else did. But I watched you same people that come over here and defend Mel, even in her wrong, go over and talk about Tisha all up under her clothes, being very disrespectful. But you expect us to believe what you are sitting down here listening to someone say, even if it ain't true. Even if it isn't true. I've shown you receipts. I've told you that the kids are in public school. I looked that up. It's the God honest truth. It is. And that was just based on someone posting their picture on social media, which is why the judge said that they should not be having them on social media. Do you know how easy it is to track down something on social media? Hey, Sunny Ray. It is so easy to track down things on social media. Let's take Sunny Ray for existence. She actually was a victim of some of Mel's bullying. She was. There was actually a bounty put out on Sunny Ray. It was. I don't care whether we like it or not. Mel got down here with a phone and she told people that it was Stormy. She told people she would give them $2,000. I believe, was it $2,000? If they would find out who it was, whose number it was. And she gave some numbers and told them to finish the rest. She put a bounty on her head. You know how dangerous that is? You know how dangerous that is? Literally a bounty was put on her head. This lady right here, a bounty. $2,000 at that. You thought her life was only worth $2,000. Crazy. But y'all want to believe everything. Oh, her kids go to private school and she pays for the private school. But she was fighting over $17,000. Do you think she gonna pay for private school by herself and not have Martell help her? Somebody tell me where that's the truth. Tell me where that is the truth. You said, and when she found out, left them high and dry, no money. They done found out who she was, trying to tell her, and she ain't gonna give them a dime. She gone on about her business. You're so sorry that happened to you, Sunny Ray. So sorry, because you did not deserve that. Did not deserve that. You're more than welcome, Queen Barb. You are more than welcome. But yeah, I mean, you sit down and listen to someone talk out of their phone, and even I've heard another content creator say, if you found out someone was lying, would you Would that change your thought process of them? Or do you just feel like that you should believe lies? Some of y'all are enamored with the lies, apparently, because I see the way you indulge in them. You actually enjoy the lies. I mean, maybe you live for the lies. I'm gonna play this one more time because, again, they say you repetitive stuff. Eventually, it starts sinking in your brain.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
And split it 50-50 like it's a...
Split it 50-50. Just split it 50-50, please. Because I need 50-50. Even though I just took this $150,000, I need 50% of this $17,000. I don't get it. But y'all won't. Southern Ray said they found my ass too, baby. They was trying to get that $2,000. The girl who found you, one of the girls said she needed the money so she could pay for her books to go to college. Yes, ma'am. Split it 50-50. But somehow or another, in y'all deranged brains, he owes her $17,000 of money that was community property. And you forget that these people have been legally divorced since 2021. And when the judge signs the bottom line, he zeroes out everything that goes along with that. We're on the same playing ground. Everything the judges decided, you get this, 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 and you get this. Okay, once that divorce decree is done, it's done. Then we have child custody. The child, you do this with the child, you do this with the child, you do this, you do this, you pay for this, you pay for this. But y'all still thinking this man owes her 70. You know how delusional and retarded that sounds? Like your home found you. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. She even knew she wasn't obligated to all of it. She said, "I will just give me my 50%, divided in half." Again,
call them and get my money moved back to the account.
No, it's our money.
Get my money, because she thought everything belonged to her. Let's be honest. She didn't want him to have a dime. She wanted to see Martell not eat, not sleep, not to have nowhere to stay. She wanted every dime. Martell cheated on her. Maybe she felt like she deserved it. And I'm not going to disagree with her, because he's a hoe. And he's a hoe. He cheated on her a long time. And when you cheat on somebody, your feelings become enamored and wrapped in that bull swanky, and you can't really think properly. But she had enough sense to know that all of that money wasn't hers. It was half of it was his, because it was community property. Right? It's community property. You said, see how God worked though? Now she say TikTok stole $2 million. Now that's good karma. Girl, do TikTok owe her $2 million? I need to look into that. $2 million. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of dineros. Sunny Ray, I need proof she's not with that much. I need proof she's not with that much herself. I don't know what that means. Now they're saying now say she had the attorney removed. What do you mean, Michelle? She had what attorney removed? I don't really like the law like that. Yeah, I agree with that. Not worth it. But she knew herself that $17,000 wasn't hers. It wasn't hers. It wasn't hers. It wasn't hers. It was theirs. It's community property. And when the divorce was final, all of that was settled when the judge signed the paper. Anything she was owed, she would have gotten, he would have gotten, and everything was zeroed out. That's the way it works. That's the way divorces work. You said, let me take this down so I can see. And she allows this narrative to live and fuel the hatred for him because it benefits her. A to the man. Yes. That's why she sits down there with that phone, or while she's packing those packages and do all that blundering and talking and stuff, because it actually benefits her. While I'm telling y'all my business, y'all feeling close to me, y'all out here spending your money, yada, yada, yada. I benefit from this. whether it's the truth or not. But according to this document right here, in this section right here, where it says during the current trial, the court has found the testimony of both parents to be less than genuine. Less than genuine means they both lying. They both got a little lying problem, is what the judge was saying. Each parent can only recall testimony in their favor, but are evasive in other respects. Regardless of the frankness of their testimony, the court acknowledges that the father has made positive strides and is placing his children's best interest first. However, the court cannot find the same for the mother. That's in a court document. You see right here the little stamp at the top in the right-hand side, that's from the court. Terry said, but on the cool, with her personality, she has something on the side too. That's what the talk around the town has been. Remember, Destiny said, if I get mad at him, if I stop talking to him, I would have to stop. If I have to stop talking to you for the same reason. Because they know that each one of them know what was going on. Just like it slid out about her in the back of the limo, I believe everything that was said. I believe everything of it. I do believe that. I believe these women knew what was going on. They told the truth. Put that in layman's terms for them. That's in the back. Thank you. Exactly. We're not going to pretend like this stuff is a lie, because this is the truth. These are court documents. These children have a guardian ad litem. The guardian ad litem, guess who's been required to pay for them? Pay for the guardian ad litem. Melody has. I read the court documents of the exhibits. Yes, ma'am. She has been required to pay for the guardian ad litem. At first, she was responsible for paying for all of it. The second time, she had to pay 75%. Martell paid 25%. And the judge went and put in the documentation that Martell had paid $1,200 and some odd dollars of it, and Melanie had only paid $1,000. Martell owed another, was it $400 or $500, and Mel owed several thousands, because she has to pay 75% of the guardian ad litem. That was court ordered that she pay. There's a reason why it was that way. Maybe it's because it was something that she wanted. I'm sorry. Ali Indy said, I'm back. What did I miss? I'm back. So true at Michelle. I agree with Martell filing the gag order. Me too. Totally agree. It's about time we both stop talking. Because she say something, it pissed me off, then I got to get out here and push my button and say, this girl been lying on me, but here's the truth. And when Martell came out and said, here's the truth, he posted court documents. He didn't come out here with no he say, she say. He gave us a court document. And I ain't on nobody's side. I am just giving you what I have read and what I find to be truthful, which is court documents and the evidence that is found in the orders from the judge. As you see right here, this is not a petition. This is a judge's order. It is signed by a judge. I have both pages. This is page 1. And let me see if I can find page 2, just so I can show y'all that these are not things that I found. That I came up with. This is actually from the judge. There's actually 3 pages. 3 pages. This is the second page. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. They say that she had her attorney remove a recent something against him, and he repay her by doing this. Okay, let's talk about that. Michelle. She said that she was trying to keep the attorney from doing garnishment. That's what she said. Those were her words. The garnishments, from what I don't know, because there's an exhibit that I have in my possession from the court, and the judge signed it and said that there was no child support between either of the parents. He wasn't ordered to pay child support, and neither was she. That's one thing. Number 2, I don't see where he was ordered to pay for any of her attorney's fees. I didn't see any of that in any of those documents that I read. And I read them last night. So I don't know what they're talking about or what garnishments she's telling them that there would have been. I'm just being very honest. Same at Queen Barb. Queen Barb, he should have been done it. He should have. Sonny Ray, I agree with that. He should have done that after 2021. I will say that they did try to have the documentations from the divorce and the child support and the court, the child custody orders. They did try to have that seal. I'm not sure if he did it or she did, but the judge did not approve it. He did not approve to seal the documents. They're saying that what Martell said is untrue. She needs an order of protection. The reason it was dismissed is because it was the wrong child. It was not the wrong jurisdiction. Oh my God, we're not back on that, are we? Oh my God, let me find that document. It was not the wrong jurisdiction. I hope I deleted it. Because, child, I would delete stuff that I don't feel like you need to be in my box, period. I got so much crap in here. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can find it. This is it, I believe. Is this it? Yep. This is amended final order. We're going to read this. We're going to read it slowly for the people in the back that have a slow time really getting it, okay? Yep, right, Michelle, but there's nothing to garnish because there's no child support order. And on the court orders that I saw, it says each party would pay for their own attorney's fees. That's what I read. But child, maybe they don't went to court a lot of times, so maybe it's one I don't have paperwork on. But let's read this. We're not going to go from the top. We're going to start at amended final order. This is signed by a judge. Electronic signature. That's what the little S right there is for. Tim Dothit is the judge. This cause came before me, the court. I'm sorry. This cause came before the court on the 12th day of June 2026 for a final hearing on the petition for protection of abuse filed by the plaintiff, Melody Holt, on behalf of minor children on May 22nd, 2026. The parties were both present. Melody Holt was represented by her attorney of record, Kentisha Matthews. Defendant Martell Holt was represented by his attorney of record, Leigh Daniels. Having considered the testimony and evidence presented Y'all can't see that. Having considered the testimony and evidence presented or TINAS, and upon review of the submitted exhibit and applicable law, it is ordered and adjudged and decreed by the court that this ex parte protection order entered in this case on May 22nd, 2026 is hereby dismissed. This is one paragraph. And if any of you went to school and went to English class, they tell you that a paragraph is a complete statement. It's a complete statement. Then there's a second paragraph, right? Let's go to the second paragraph, because the first paragraph is pretty much the introduction telling us who the plaintiff is, who the defendant is, what actually they're there for, who's representing who, blah, blah, blah. Close. Second paragraph tells us what was done. Consider the evidence. It is ordered. This is the order. Now, let's get to the last paragraph. During trial in this matter, plaintiff admitted an exhibit, plaintiff's exhibit 1, which was a court order in DR 2020-9000543.01. As you know, we are in DR 2022 is this case right here. DR 2022-003010.01. This is a whole different case. She wanted to enter an exhibit. The court has no jurisdiction over that case. This particular court, DR 2022-003010.01, has no jurisdiction over DR 2020-9000543.01. That is all this is saying. And to all the idiots who don't know how to read a document, go to school. And you can actually take this document and throw it in ChatGPT and it'll explain it for you. It definitely will. In fact, you want me to do it? I'll do it for you right now. Let's go. Come with me. Come with me. Let me pull up my chat GPT, make sure ain't nothing on it, because me and chat GPT be having us a good time. Let's go. I'm gonna throw it over here for you. Let me take this off the screen. Remove. All right, y'all ready? Let's go. We're gonna do some stuff today. Why not? What else we got to do? It's Friday. I'm on vacation. Let me close this, because this ain't none of y'all business what I be over here talking to chat GPT about. Go to photos. Why does he give me a hard time today? Give me a minute. Let me pull this up for y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna put this actual file in here. Y'all ready? Now let me pull y'all in. Okay, so I've put the actual order in here. I'll put, please explain this doc. Analyzing. Okay, y'all ready? This document is an amended final order from the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, concerning the petition for protection of abuse, a PFA, that Melody Holt filed on behalf of her 4 minor children against Martell Holt. Here's what each section means in plain English, because ChatGPT say the rest of y'all don't understand English, so let me break it down for you. What this case is about: plaintiff Melody Holt acting on behalf of the minor children, defendant Martell Holt. The hearing took place on June 12, 2026. Both Melody and Martell were present in court with their attorneys. The court's decision, the key language says, it is ordered, adjudged, and decreed that the ex parte protection order entered in this case on May 22nd, 26 is hereby dismissed. This means there had been an emergency ex parte protection order issued on May 22nd, 2026. An ex parte order is usually granted temporarily before the other side has a chance to appear in court. After holding the full hearing and considering the testimony and evidence, the judge dismissed that temporary protection order. In other words, the emergency protection order did not remain in effect after the final hearing. What about the second paragraph? It states, during trial, plaintiff admitted an exhibit, which was a court order in DR 2020-900543.01. This court has no jurisdiction over that case. This means Melody introduced another court order from a different case as evidence. The judge acknowledged that document, but stated that this particular court could not make rulings about that separate case because it was outside of the court's jurisdiction. That does not necessarily mean the other order was invalid. It simply means this judge wasn't deciding issues on that separate case. What this order does not say, this order does not say that anyone lied, that the allegations were false, that Martell was found innocent of any alleged conduct, that Melanie was punished for filing the petition. It only says that after the hearing the evidence, the judge dismissed the previously issued temporary protective order. Period. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all. She be lying and they be making ish up. Oh my God, Millie Love James. And that's the annoying part. Stop making stuff up. Stop making stuff up. Y'all not dumb. Y'all not stupid. LadyRo, look at you, LadyRo, with the actual receipts. I love it. Baby, what y'all know I got the thing say LadyRo keeps receipts. LadyRo has the receipts. I keep the receipts. I try to. I got more receipts in there. Now I do delete some stuff, but I got backup. I keep some backup. This is it right here. This is my favorite thing to say. LadyRo brings receipts. I'm gonna bring the receipts. You said they will say wrong jurisdiction, no matter the receipts. Exactly, Ginger. No matter what. Come on, neighbors, let's go. Yeah, Lady Bro. Remember, I was on vacation too. We were on the same vacation calendar. I'm not ready to go back on Monday. Me either. Oh, don't even talk about it, Michelle. I just woke up this morning. I was like, it's Friday. I got to go back to work on Monday. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. You said, yes, they bad about doing that, making stuff up. Exactly. That's all they do is make stuff up. And at this point, I don't care. I just want y'all to stop believing bull swanky panky. And if you do believe it, don't try to make us believe it. You believe it. You'll be okay with believing it. You'll be okay with believing that bullshit. Just don't bring that bullshit to me. All right? Don't bring the bullshit to us that don't believe it. All right? Stay out of my comment section with that bullshit as well. Because you don't know what you talk about. You gonna say he got into one fight. He didn't say much in the court documents. It never said there was a fight. It said 15 disciplinary actions. Disciplinary actions could mean talking out of turn, being disrespectful to the teacher. It could mean a plethora of things that you get wrote up for in school. It does. So, child, unless y'all living in the house with these people, or if you gave birth to them, or if you going down there with Martell and Mel to sign the papers at the school, shut up. Shut up. Anyway, y'all, I've taken up enough of y'all time. I've been on here an hour. And I'm going to play my Melanie Deranged syndrome thing one more time, my commercial. And then we're going to exit on off the stage. All right?
Do you find yourself becoming irritated every time someone mentions Melody? Do you spend hours in comment sections explaining why you don't care while caring an awful lot? Have your friends and family suggested you take a break from reality TV? You may be experiencing Melody Derangement Syndrome, or MDS. Now there's a place to help ease the symptoms. Introducing LadyRo Queendom. LadyRo Queendom may help reduce excessive comment scrolling, uncontrollable eye rolling, chronic receipt denial, keyboard overexertion, sudden urges to argue with strangers online. With regular viewing, many participants reported enjoying balanced discussions, plenty of laughs, and a healthy appreciation for hearing both sides. LadyRo Queendom is a parody and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any medical condition. Side effects may include laughing unexpectedly, changing your opinion after seeing the receipts, binge watching live streams, subscribing, turning on notifications, and telling your friends, girl, you need to watch this. If symptoms of arguing in comment sections persist for more than 4 hours, it may be time to log off, touch some grass, and join LadyRo Live instead. Ask your nearest YouTube app if LadyRo Queendom is right for you. LadyRo Queendom, where we nurture, cultivate, and awaken your inner queen, one receipt at a time.
If no one told you today that they love you, I love you. And there ain't a thing you can do about it. I even love my haters. I love you guys. I love you guys who get over here and call me all kinds of names. I love you. Even over here on this whack channel with my little 130 subscribers. I love my 730 subscribers. I thank every single one of you for thinking enough of LadyRo to click that button and subscribe to this channel. Again, if you're new here, tap that subscribe button. If you like what you heard today, hit that notification bell to know every time that I go live. All right? Exactly. My haters are my motivators. Y'all keep me fueling. You keep me going. But coming over here saying I ain't get but 800 and some views, baby, that don't bother me. The 835 views, it don't bother me not one bit, because YouTube don't pay no bills for me. I'm going to let you know that loud and clear. YouTube don't pay not one bill for me. Not one. YouTube didn't send me to Italy, didn't send me to Indonesia, didn't send me to Africa. YouTube didn't send me to any other place, Jamaica, Mexico, Spain, any of the places I've been. YouTube didn't send me there. It did not. It didn't even help me go. I just went to Essence Fest. YouTube didn't give me a dime to go to Essence. Not one. I used every bit of my own money at Essence Fest. Every single dime of my own money, my own credit. And I have a credit score of 750 plus. Don't play with me. Play with your mammy. I ain't her. All right? Y'all have a good day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining the Queendom. Until next time.